everybody, and welcome back to another episode of When Reality Hits. Happy Friday. Today I have on my bestie, Mr. Zack Wickham.
Oh, you want to say that again? Bestie, correct? Okay.
Glad to have you back. You're always the best whenever you come on the podcast. Everybody loves you.
Aw, well, I love everybody, but especially you.
I love you too. We've had a busy week, a crazy week. I've had personally a lot of big things that happened for me this week. I had, People magazine came out. I talked about Cruz's autism diagnosis. I got to do a photo shoot with Glamour and do an interview there. And I got to do a photo shoot and an interview with The Cut. That was like all super
She
exciting.
is booked and busy, y'all.
Booked and busy, but it was all very positive, and I love being able to share that part of my life and that part of my story. And I just felt like it was time to talk about Cruz, because with, the show coming out and everything, I knew people would notice that he was still nonverbal and everything. And I felt like it was up to me to address it. And I really want to be a positive advocate for other families and other people that are going through something like that, because he is the most beautiful thing in the world.
Yeah, no, he's literally the best kid ever. I think it's so great that you took the time to do it on your timeline.
Yeah.
Not somebody else's, not the internet telling you like, oh, you need to have him diagnosed or whatever. You were already doing the work behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I think, you coming out with the People article was the best way to bring light to autism and also just be a source of, inspiration for other people going through the same thing you're going through.
Yeah, and I thought that was super important because, I wanted to share a positive light on everything. This morning I was upset kind of going around on social media with the... Is it RJ?
Oh, RFK.
RFK. Yeah, RFK Kennedy stuff that was said. And listen, I want to make it clear, because I have had a lot of people in my DMs being like, don't you want somebody to look into this and blah, blah, blah? Of course. Like, I'm grateful for that.
We want actual scientific research.
Yes, I am so grateful that a lot is being shined on that part. But the things that were said that upset me, like saying that... what was the word that he used? Demolishes families?
No, destroys.
Destroys. Yeah, he said that autism destroys families. And, he listed a bunch of things that kids with autism or people on the spectrum in general cannot do. And that really upset me, because the autism spectrum is so broad. Yes, there are some people on the spectrum who
won't be able to do a lot of those things, or all of them.
Yeah, and that is very true, but that is not everybody. And I feel like whenever somebody's looking at somebody that's such a huge public figure, it almost like takes us like 10 steps back. You know what I mean? And I just kind of was upset with that aspect of it, because... Holly Pete is who I saw it on, and she has a son with autism, and me and her have been talking in DMs, and we're going to connect. And I really think I can learn a lot from her, because her son, I think, is 27 now. And so she's been going through this for like 25 years, and she's been an amazing, positive advocate for autism. And I saw it on her story, and I loved that she said,
it's not a disease, it's a developmental disorder.
Exactly. I love that she said that. And I also love that she said, if you're going to speak from us, learn from us. And I thought that was amazing. She was like, come to therapies, come to nonprofits, come to the living rooms of people's homes, and like actually get to know what it's like living with autism, or people in your family, or speak to people that are adults that are living with autism, and I thought that was like super important, because of course we want to figure out as much as we can, because no one really knows what's, there's so much to be learned. And I think that is great and positive. It's just the things that were said and the way that they were said, it really struck a nerve with me.
And let's be real, Robert is a conspiracy theorist. He is not qualified to hold his position and does not actually do the scientific research. So yes, I'm glad that hopefully they do the scientific research behind it instead of going with his way of seeing things, because he's trying to push a narrative that, oh, this is so bad, they can't do. Okay, sir, calm down, sit down. Again, learn about what you're talking about, because you clearly have no idea.
Yeah, it just hurt my feelings because, and even Holly, whenever she was like recapping it, she was like, whenever my son was diagnosed, I was given a list of things that he would never be able to do. And he conquered majority of those things that they said that he would never be able to do. And I think that that's what's so upsetting about it. It's because like, never tell anybody. Like, that's what early intervention is for,
Exactly.
That's why Cruz is in speech, he's in therapies, he's doing all the right things, the vitamins, the everything that we try. So yeah, that just kind of like rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. It kind of made me sad because it's just such a public platform, and misinformation is a big deal.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Is instead of running and saying this stuff as the leader of health in America, making blanket statements like that are very, very detrimental. But also, it is a powerful statement. You're making a statement about an entire population of America. You can't just do that.
Especially, again, because the spectrum is so broad. So it's like, there are so many different levels, so many different layers to it.
And he wasn't acknowledging any of it.
Yeah, I kind of just like roped everybody into the same thing. And I think that that's what a lot of parents and stuff are having an issue with.
Yeah.
And, I'm going to be the best advocate I could possibly be. So I just felt like I had to say something about that, because I did repost Holly's video on my story, and I got a lot of support, but I also got a lot of people like being like, but don't you want to figure out causes and this and that? And I was like, of course. Yeah. That's not my point. I'm grateful for that aspect of it. It's the other stuff.
And here's the thing, shining a light on it and putting money towards it on autism research.
Amazing.
And exactly.
Yeah, amazing.
That is great.
Love that.
But when you do what he's doing, you're basically trying to scare people. It's a scare tactic, and it's really disgusting to do that, and it needs to be called out.
Yeah.
Because that's not okay.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people were being like, well, he was talking about the severe cases, and I was like, okay, but that's not what was said.
He did not say that.
Yeah, it wasn't said. So of course, like, people are going to get upset by these words because you're making it sound like a terrible thing. It's just not something that I was happy about today. It's been hard to read stuff like that.
Well, I will say nothing he has done has made me happy.
Honestly, this is just one specific thing that I wanted to talk about because we just came out with Cruz's autism diagnosis, and I just felt like it was important.
Yeah, no, I agree. But it's another thing that he does that I'm just, wow, this is where we're at in America right now. Like, it is absolutely insane.
I just wish everyone could just like take a seat and like learn.
It's so easy
about many things, not even just this. Like,
I
the whole
agree.
world we just need to like, I don't know. I just always want people to see like the positives and how amazing Cruz is. It just like, as a mama, it really just like stung me a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and also he's going about getting research dollars and spreading awareness in a negative manner.
It needs to be positive.
It needs to be positive.
Exactly.
And that's the whole thing, is like, when you start off on a foot of like a scare tactic or it's destroying families. Do you know how powerful that statement is from
really
the leader of health in America? That's terrible.
Because Cruz will never destroy anything. He is my driving force.
Exactly.
He is the light of my life. So like, I just felt like that was like extremely disrespectful.
So disrespectful.
Oh goodness. Hopefully things will get better. Maybe he will see the backlash and like change his tune. I don't know. I don't know. We can only hope.
Actually, America only has hope now, because right now it's hanging on by a thread, y'all.
Hopefully things will get better. I don't know. That just really upset me. But on a positive note, I did get a lot, like after the People magazine article came out and I was able to, speak freely about it and stuff. I did get so much positivity and so many other families that are going through the same thing. And I think it was just, it was just great. It was great.
And I think the thing that you're going to find is because you're speaking out, it's going to have the biggest positive impact on people. And it starts to inspire people to research to, I'm okay. Like my family's okay. It makes all the difference in the world.
Exactly. So I'm happy about that. And I love my baby so much. He's the absolute best. He turned 4 on Saturday.
I swear to God, I went. Now, granted, my mom is. It's kind of funny. My mom is exactly like Brittany. She had my birthdays planned. Yeah.
She a year in advance.
A year in advance. My mom would like cut. Have like the games section and maybe like ours is more adult. We have like the adult section too. Yeah. With like the bar and stuff. But like, my mom did the same thing, like okay, what's it gonna be? The theme, let's get the goodie bags, this. It's just like, it's so amazing. It was such a good day.
And this year his theme was Reach for the Stars, FOUR. And I loved it so much. We, Cruz and I both were wearing astronaut outfits in the beginning, but he hated it. He
was not a happy camper, so we just got a picture and let him.
Yeah. With his sensory issues that he has, he did not like that astronaut outfit. So I got like 3 photos of him in it, and then I just put on his swimming trunks that had the planets and everything, and we just went from there. So then I was stuck wearing an astronaut outfit for the whole party.
No.
Shiny silver. Like, people were cracking me up because they were like, you're going to be so tan after this, because back in the 80s they used to use those. Like, if you saw on my Instagram, my outfit was it was silver.
Reflective.
It was reflective silver. And somebody said to me, remember back in the 80s, whenever they used to like use those things to get tan? They're like, your face is going to be so tan today. And everybody that came to the party, I had to be like, hey, Cruz was wearing an astronaut outfit with me. I wasn't alone in this.
But the fact you even got him like little planetary swim trunks. Yeah. Like, you always like keep it so on theme. I love it. But all day Brittany and I, if you don't know this, or if we haven't said it before, we like it cold.
Yeah.
We like air conditioning at the lowest it goes. Yep. We will ice out a air conditioner so fast in every hotel we stay.
Yes.
And she is in this jumpsuit that does not breathe. And all day, and it wasn't like, luckily it wasn't too hot, and she had her hair up, so that helped a little too. Yeah. But all day I was like, Brittany, are you okay?
Everybody kept asking me. I was like, I'm committed.
She's so committed to the theme.
This is the theme. But I was so grateful. Like, all of his classmates came. I think there was only like 4 kids from his school who couldn't come, and they all told me the reasons. Like, literally everybody came from his school, which was so amazing. And of course, all of our friends that have kids, everybody was there. So it was a beautiful day. I was the bigger person, and I let his father come. Proud of myself.
She was the bigger person.
Yeah.
I would have not been bigger.
I'll do anything for a Cruz. So I felt like that was the right thing to do. But it ended up being the perfect day. My party planners, Picnic and Pedal, who I use for everything, they were amazing.
They get your vision.
Yeah. Like, I'll tell them my theme. I'll tell them the colors I want, and like, we'll go over a vision board and stuff, and they just like bring it all to life. Oh, Adrian is amazing.
My favorite thing was the alien Build-A-Bear.
Oh my gosh, how cute was that? So if you guys didn't see, I had, for the kids' activity, other than like the bounce house and swimming and the swing set and all that stuff, and the food and charcuterie board and cake and all that stuff that I had. But we also had a kids' activity, and it was where it was these little blue aliens, and all the kids got to stuff their own alien, and then they got to make a shirt and like draw whatever they wanted on the shirt. So it was basically like a mini Build-A-Bear in the backyard for the kids.
And you got like the little card with your name and then its name on it. And the date. It was so cute.
That was so good. And that was all Picnic and Pedal's idea, and I was like, obsessed. So all the kids got to take home a little stuffed alien that day that they made.
I almost was like pushing kids out of the way to like get in there and make my own alien. But
you're like, can I make one myself?
I was like, I want one if there's any left over.
If you guys haven't heard about Go Pure, then make sure you listen to this, because Go Pure is absolutely amazing. I am obsessed with Go Pure. I am all about like tightening my neck and like looking younger and doing all those things to feel better about yourself and get your confidence up. I absolutely love that. We spend so much time caring for the skin on our face, but what about our neck? Unless you're wearing turtlenecks all day, your neck is out there for the world to see, and it's one of the first places to show signs of aging. That's why Go Pure Beauty developed their revolutionary Tighten and Lift Neck Cream. Powered by clinically proven active ingredients, this advanced formula is designed to visibly firm, smooth, and rejuvenate the delicate skin on your neck and chest in as little as 4 to 8 weeks. Love that. Because here's the thing. The skin on your neck is thinner, more delicate, and less oily than facial skin, meaning it requires specialized care. Go Pure's Firming Complex targets the unique concerns of the neck while nourishing and strengthening your skin for a more lifted, youthful look. With over 1 million jars sold, this beauty secret is no longer a secret. For a limited time, our listeners get 25% off Go Pure with code RealityHits at checkout. Just head to gopurebeauty.com, use code RealityHits, and you're all set. And after you buy, do us a favor. When they ask where you heard about Go Pure, tell them it's from our show, When Reality Hits. When Reality Hits is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game, shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can be a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help you find options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states. It's been really busy for me because, you know, I went to Miami and then my brother, sister, and niece were in town, and which Zach, I talked about it on the podcast about how he performs.
Oh my God.
Presley was a guest on the podcast.
Oh, no, I know. Yeah. But I was like, Presley is the most impressive.
Yeah.
Her Instagram name should be Impressive Presley.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like, for real. She can learn moves. She can she can memorize songs.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't even do that as an adult.
And she can sing good.
Yeah.
Like, she can sing good. And, you know, I talked about it on the podcast with her, but Zach actually witnessed it. Like, she comes up to me and she's like, okay, I want to do 2 karaoke. Can I do karaoke songs? And I was like, sure. She's like, okay, I'm going to do 2 karaoke songs and then I'm going to dance for everybody. And I was like, okay. And she goes like, it's kind of long though. And I was like, okay, how long is it? She goes, 30 to 45 minutes.
Oh my God. And when she said that, she was not joking.
No, it was serious.
This little girl, I mean,
she needs to be on Disney.
She is so smart and well above her years and can talk like an adult.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
She is incredible. But that was so fun. And, you know, she put on a performance for all my friends that came over, and I just absolutely loved it. Because I remember whenever I was little, I used to get out the old video recorder, you know, with the VHS and everything. And I would set it up, and I would like be by myself doing like fake commercials or sing into the camera. Like, she's so much like me when I was little.
Yeah.
Like,
literally, it's so funny.
But it was so funny. So then after they left, I went to New York for a couple days, and I did a trivia night, which I did with Gabby Wendy from Summer House.
Wait, you didn't?
Oh, not Gabby Wendy. Sorry, Gabby Prescott.
I was like, Gabby was with you?
Gabby Wendy just came out because I'm just like, she's so hilarious right now. And I was just like thinking of it. But it was Gabby Prescott from Summer House.
Oh, okay.
She is absolutely amazing too. So we hosted a trivia night together for like the people that worked for NBC and stuff. So,
oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
It was really cool. I was like me, guys, hire me for everything.
You're like,
I'm here.
You're like, da 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 da.
And then I did the Bravo effing Bravo talk show that Kate Chastain hosts.
Oh, cool.
And I did it with Jesse Solomon, which he is a cutie patootie, by the way. I didn't realize he was so tall.
He's so tall.
I was like, yummy.
His smile is amazing.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. I did it with him and Reza. I love Reza.
Oh, Reza's the best.
Yes. He is just so funny and so fun and just like a ball of light. So that was really fun. And then I came home, and then the very next day, my dad and my stepmom came to town. And then it was Cruz's birthday. And then it was this. And then it was that. And then it was, all these different.
You have literally been nonstop.
We've been nonstop. It was amazing because my dad and Linda, my stepmom, they had never been to one of Cruz's birthday parties yet. So they really wanted to come because they know I go all out, and they just really wanted to be here for that. And that was great. And also I was in kind of like a funky mood with everything that was coming out this week. And, not the positive stuff, some, other things that were coming out, obviously. I don't even know how to like go around.
You can't. I was like, I was like, that's about as good as you can go.
But it was good to have them there because whenever I did get down at times, they were able to like bring me out of it. So that was, it was really great that they were here.
I also love that I never knew, for as long as I've known you, I never knew he was Juggles the Clown.
Yes.
And like that was crazy.
So my dad, growing up, he always, was like the children's church minister and like worked with kids always. So he is just amazing with kids. And when I tell you that all the parents at Cruz's birthday party kept saying, "Can we keep your dad? Can we keep your dad?" Because he put on like a juggling performance for all the kids. He was pushing them on the swings, like making them crack up. He like jumped in the pool with all of his clothes on, acted like he fell in, like did this whole skit, and it was adorable.
He's so funny.
It was adorable.
And his juggling skills, I'm so impressed. Like
he did that my whole life growing up, and he would like walk on his hands and like do all that stuff and be in parades and everything else. Like that was always whenever I was growing up. So it was fun to have him do that again. And Cruz loves watching him juggle.
Oh,
he thinks it's the most incredible thing. He just cracks up, laughs out loud. If he like, and my dad would act like he dropped a ball and be like, oh, like make it very dramatic. And Cruz would just giggle. Oh, it was amazing. I'm just so glad that they were here, and I got to spend like a whole week with them. But it has been very busy, because you're hosting, and I just had my other family in town, and I was in Miami, then I was in New York, and I love every second of it. I do, but I just feel exhausted today.
Well, yeah, it got to the point where like, okay, social battery is 0.
Social battery is 0. I probably won't leave the couch for a couple days.
I was like, when I leave, you're probably locking the door. Yeah.
I'm going to take some Unisom and I'm going to go to sleep.
Exactly.
Because mama is tired. But last night we also went to my friend's show.
He's such a cutie.
We went to my friend Will's show, and he did an amazing performance in downtown LA. So a big group of us went, and he just was incredible. I was so proud of him.
He has the voice of an angel. If an angel had a 6-pack. So maybe he has the voice of Jesus. Jesus on the crucifix. That's like ripped. You know what I mean? He's like that ripped.
Oh my gosh. But he did so good.
It was amazing.
So happy for him. His name is Will Gittins. So if you have not checked him out, you need to like look at his Instagram and like check out his music and stuff.
Yeah,
he's super talented.
So talented. And he's like, I feel like he's been around for a second, but I think his time is coming.
I think so too.
Like his time is coming because he is so talented and he's put in the work, and the man is super talented. Like it's coming. That's all I'll say.
It's coming.
It's a coming.
It's a coming.
It's been a brewing, and now it's there.
I've been getting a lot of like spam text messages being like it's been like weird stuff like, I saw your resume and do you want to work for this? I'm like, my resume? I'm on reality TV. What freaking resume?
You're like, did you look at BravoTV.com? Because that's
I'm like, I worked at Hooters. I'm like, what resume is out there? I don't get it.
I always get job ones, and then it'll just say, hey, it was great seeing you last night. And
what?
Yeah, I fell for it one time because I was like, I do give out my number, and I'm like, oh, so sorry, who is this? And then it started like doing the spam shit.
Oh wow!
And I was like, ooh, they getting clever.
Well, oh my gosh, so I'm not going to say who it was, but one of my friends, she was telling me recently that a spam was trying to get her, and it was acting like that they were recording her watching porn, and that they were going to spread the videos if she didn't pay, like trying to like blackmail her. And it was a whole spam thing. And she was like, they're getting good because that's terrifying.
They're really, yeah.
What in the world?
I think they started using ChatGPT, so they spelled words right, and And they probably put in like, how can I scam people the best? And like, what's the best way to do it? And now they're employing those.
But it's
so like
scary. Like if you got
so
a random
scary.
message like that, I would be like, what?
Well, I just think luckily our generation is so trained to be on the lookout.
Yeah.
That it doesn't.
It's the older generation that I worry about. Like so many people like made fake profiles of me, and I'm sure you and like everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And people were like, I remember Jax's aunt one time called us and was like saying that I reached out needing money, and she like thought it was actually me. So we had to be like, no. Like, if it's not got the blue check mark and I only have this one Instagram at Brittany, that's it. There's no others. Like, people can, like, easily get scammed on that stuff.
That's why I really hated when Meta tried to do the money grab and let people pay for blue check marks. And same with Twitter.
Do they still do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know
So
that was a
people
thing.
can have blue check marks. They're paying for it.
Oh, they pay for it?
Yeah. And
why?
I don't know. Like, you and I don't pay for our check marks,
No.
but like people want that. I guess it's such a status symbol that people want it.
Yeah, I mean,
so they'll pay for it. But the thing is that what it created was, for so long, you had to really verify who you were, verify that you needed that check mark to prove your identity.
Yeah, so that you
for
didn't
stuff
have
like
fake
this.
stuff. Yeah.
And now
anybody could get it.
The day I remember the week that they allowed you to buy the blue check mark on Twitter, and somebody used Eli Lilly, the pharmaceutical company, they made a profile for Eli Lilly and said insulin's free for everyone, and it actually went viral and got picked up by like every news media outlet. And I'm like, this is the problem.
Oh, and it was a fake.
It was a fake one.
Oh.
And
they said it was free, and people thought they were actually going to get.
Yep.
Oh, that's awful.
But the news, like actual news sources picked it up, like legitimate ones.
Thinking it was real.
Yep.
Because the check mark.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. What if somebody made a fake profile of me and got a check mark?
They can. It just, they can't use your unfortunately your Twitter one is like at being Cartwright still. Yeah. So like they would have no idea. I mean, like, I guess people could deduce that like there's not enough followers or whatever, but like sometimes people aren't that.
Do they don't have to prove who they are to get it?
No,
as long as
because
they pay?
you can when you pay, you can change that name to anything.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I think it's stupid. And I think that like that's the problem with like, oh, we're going to pay to give you. No, there's a reason we had it set up the way we had it set up. It's like for reasons like this. Also, AI, they can take, all you have to do, I think they only have to hear 10 seconds to 15 seconds of you talking consecutively to be able to use literally your voice and transform it into any words.
What?
Yeah, like the AI is getting so good now. That's why you hear all those AI songs of like other artists singing whatever song.
And it's not real.
And it's not real.
Well, and remember after Kanye West did all that craziness that he did, they made that whole AI video of all those different actors putting the shirts on and stuff. And I wouldn't have known that was fake.
Literally,
you know.
Well, in I think it was Scarlett Johansson, it was her, right? Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
she was like, "Okay, this is like that's great. That looks like me doing this, and this is clear. Like I did not do this." I think we've gotten to a point where like if we can't trust video and set audio, like we need to somehow regulate that.
Yeah,
like how there needs to be laws that are going into effect now.
Well, didn't they like make like a sex video or something of Taylor Swift, and she had to like sue people and get it taken down?
Oh
or
yeah,
something? That is terrifying.
There's so many different things like that, and it's only going to get worse. But I feel like hopefully, I don't know, someone's advocating for legislation because we need it.
Oh my gosh, the world is getting too smart.
It's so crazy because like we were younger and would watch cartoons like the Jetsons and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like flying cars are ever really that viable as a in inner city transportation.
I mean, we can't even like handle regular roads. How are we going to manage the sky?
Well, and also we're not doing a great job with planes right now. So
that's scary.
Exactly. Like, I don't know if we need flying cars up there, but like I always thought like, oh, okay, we're getting to a point like technology is moving along. I never thought with the chat bots on AIM that we used to have, like AOL Messenger. Yeah. Remember, you could like talk to them, but they were so stupid.
Remember the paperclip? Remember
the paperclip in Microsoft Word? Yes. You'd like be like, listen, I need it to indent this, and it would never listen.
But like, that was like such like good technology for us. Like the paperclip helped you with your papers.
We thought that shit was like, that's next level.
The paperclip.
Oh my God. I missed that little paperclip actually.
Oh my God.
But that's the thing is like, we thought it was never going to be this fast. I feel like there was like a 2-year period and it just took off.
Yeah.
And like ChatGPT.
Do you use that? What's it called?
GPT.
Yeah. See, I don't know nothing.
There's so many different ones. Yeah. So, and also like back in the day when we would text, oh my God, what was it called? I can't remember I'll remember it during but we would text and ask a question. It was like Ask Jeeves, but it was on your phone. Uh-huh. So like before smartphones, you could text a number and ask a question, and then they would pay people on the back end to find the answer and send it back to you via text. And it would be like it'd be like 50 cents a text to do that. I used to do it all the time because I would.
Parents probably hated you for that.
Oh, they hated me for so many reasons. That was low on the totem.
I know you guys are just as busy as I am, trying to do it all as working parents and find some time for yourself too. And as more and more gets packed into our days, we have less time to think about what we're packing into our bodies. Thankfully, there is Tempo, my new go-to for fast and fresh meals. With Tempo, you can select over 20 mindful choices on their weekly menu. And here's the best part. All meals cook in just 3 minutes. Tempo is a weekly delivery service that delivers chef-crafted meals from a dietitian-approved menu fresh to your door. No grocery shopping, no preparation, no cleanup. I eat it right out of the Tempo container and then throw it away. With new recipes each week that are made with real ingredients, they make it easy to keep up a healthy lifestyle. They have protein-packed, calorie conscious, carb conscious, and fiber rich options. I'm working my way through the Tempo meals, trying everything so I can tell y'all about it. I'm loving it all, and it's been really hard to not reorder some things. So here's my latest: garlic cream chicken with green beans and potatoes. The chicken's really juicy, even in the microwave, and the garlic cream sauce is the perfect amount of garlic for me. I think you'll love Tempo too. And for a limited time, Tempo is offering my listeners 60% off your first box. Go to tempomills.com/realityhits. That's tempomills.com/realityhits for 60% off your first box. tempomills.com/realityhits. Rules and restrictions may apply. Try them out. It's delicious. I have way too much free time, said no one ever. Work appointments, family and friends, life is nonstop. And trying to find a new place on top of all that, completely overwhelming. That's where Apartments.com comes in. If you want to make time for things you love but still need to find your next home, Apartments.com has tools to make your home search so much easier. And it's all on one site. With 3D virtual tours to get a peek at a rental listing, online tour scheduling, plus the ability to see the exact unit you're interested in and apply for a place with one click. Renters can handle it all on Apartments.com. Make your move from the comfort of anywhere and make more time for you. Join the millions of happy renters and visit Apartments.com, the place to find a place. They hated me for so many reasons.
But like ChatGPT now, I'll be like when I was redoing my resume a little while ago, I was like, okay, here's my resume, but I need it to be in a different form, or like, zhuzh up the language.
They did it.
It's, but like
perfect,
almost perfect.
Yeah.
Like, crazy. Yes, I had to put, take some stuff, but it really helps. And like, or it'll say, like, I'll be like, here's an email. I need to write an email about XYZ, and it needs to be in this tone. And it will write it in that tone.
Weird. I've never used it, but I know like when Jasmine stays with me, she uses it a lot.
Oh, Jasmine?
Yeah.
She lives on ChatGPT.
Yeah, I was like, you use it like that? She was like, yeah, girl, it does everything.
It does like Jasmine will be like, I need a recipe, or like, or she'll be watching a TV show and she'll be like, ChatGPT, what do you think about that? Like, she uses it like as it's like, it's my best friend, like literally like that. It's crazy, but it will answer, and it's only getting smarter. That's the craziest part.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm like, iRobot is coming.
Seriously. This is a random thought, but I saw people talking about this on social media today. What is your favorite emoji?
Oh, my favorite emoji. Well, okay. Well, I guess I have like a top 3 because like my most used is the millennial cry laughy face. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I'm never going to not use that.
Yeah. I think they were talking about millennials and emojis.
Number 1, Gen Z, you can suck it. We created all of this for you, so you should be damn lucky, okay? And you didn't have to go through what we went through with Gen X being like, oh, I'm a millennial, blah, blah, blah. And then we're over here supporting you all. You should be thankful that we support you, okay? So don't you turn your backs on us. But my actual favorite emoji that like I like to use is that like side smirk, because it's just like the mischievous. I call it the mischievous one.
I send that one whenever I'm like wanting sexy time.
Oh, see, for gays, we use the purple devil.
Wait, hold on. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, gays use the purple devil. That means you're horny.
Ooh.
Yeah, because it's like, I'm a devil, and I don't know why purple, but...
See, I think of the smirk as like a sexy, like, what you doing?
Well, it's definitely like, if you put it at the end of anything, it gives a sexual connotation.
Yes.
100%.
Okay, wait, what else in the gay community would be something like an emoji used for that I would not know?
Well, I feel like most of them cross over. Most of them do cross over, like, eggplant.
Yeah.
We use all the, it's multiple eggplant. Massive amounts of eggplants everywhere.
Oh my gosh, hilarious.
And then the thing with gays is we know about the sexual spectrum of like, let's say sexual interests. Mm-hmm. So we definitely have, emojis for each different thing. Like on Grindr profiles, you could find like, if you're into water sports, it's like the little 3.
Does water sports actually mean water sports?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you what it means, but
I don't think it does.
But ChatGPT it later.
Oh my gosh.
Or like it'll use like the little surfer on like the water. And, like you can tell what people's preferences are
just
just
by mean? Like lube?
No, we're not going to. No. Wow. Girl, I'm not a good gay best friend because I have not I will educate you off air.
Yes, once we get off here, I need to know.
Everybody else can educate themselves on ChatGPT.
That is hilarious.
But yeah, like that type of stuff, there's definitely, because we're just like upfront about it. It's like, okay, let's just.
Yeah. Well, I was watching a show. Of course, I hate whenever I have a brain fart whenever I'm on the podcast, because as soon as we finish, I'll remember what show it was. Adolescence. Did you watch that on Netflix?
Adolescence.
It was about this like kid. They don't know if you never really know if he killed the girl or not.
Yes, it was.
But
slow but good.
One of the kids he told his dad, who was the detective, what all these different emojis.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, oh.
Also, see, but okay, Gen Z, you're using the emoji. Guess what? We created those for you to use. Okay,
mad.
I am mad because I was like, don't come as millennials are cool. You know what? I don't even care. We are cool, and you guys just want to copy us now, and like we're not even mad about it. But like, pipe down. We're not old.
I mean, if you're real, all of our fashion came back around
right now.
The wide leg jeans, the low rider, like everything is coming back.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you would say the laughy face is probably your most used one?
It's my most used one because I'm just really funny. So, and I like to laugh. So.
Yeah. I think I use the hearts. The heart hands, like.
Oh yeah, you love the heart.
That one a lot, especially on social media. I feel like I use that a lot. It's just cute.
Yeah, here's the going back to, not to go back to Gen Z and millennial, but when they do like the millennial heart, have you know the like
with the finger and
finger,
the
I don't know what these two fingers are called.
index and middle.
Yeah, they use those two fingers instead of like their whole hand to make a heart. I will say I had to train my hand to do it because I was like, I'm never making a millennial heart again.
I mean, try that. It's hard to keep your middle finger straight.
It is. It's really hard. And when you do two together, it's a little hard.
So they're even trying to change the heart hands.
Well, no, they've already changed. That's already done, and I've accepted it. Here's the thing. I can roll. The thing is, I think they're like, oh, millennial cringe. I'm sorry, but nothing I do is like
cringy. Not
like,
cringy.
Who cares? Like, oh, I put both my hands, use my whole hand for a heart. That's not cringy.
No.
But...
It's
okay,
cute.
We'll digress.
But that's probably my favorite emoji if I had to pick one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You love that one.
I do. It's so funny, though, that the eggplant is used for, like, pee-pees. Pee-pees.
But I guess, like...
a lot of people are like, I was watching this one person that they were, like, going through the grocery store, and she, like, picked up an eggplant. She was like... why are we using this? Most men are the size of this, and held up like a jalapeno pepper.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Not a jalapeno pepper.
It was really funny. I loved that. Okay, so something else funny that happened this week, what that went pretty viral, was Jax's bar, the menu. They took a Sharpie.
Oh my God. I was like, where are you going with this?
They took a Sharpie and Sharpied through Mammal's beer cheese. I just wanted to talk about that.
I want to give a little context to that.
I want to give a little context to that. It's because I asked them to take it off the menu. I own Mammal's beer cheese. I have it trademarked that I pay for and everything else. And after Britt's bar was sold, without my knowledge and everything else that happened with that whole thing, and just like where Jax and I stand right now, I don't want to be associated with that bar, and I definitely don't want my Mamaw to be associated with it. Like she's innocent. So it looked super petty, but I will take the blame for that. Because I said, you have to take it off. I own that, and I have not made $1 from that place.
Exactly.
And I put in a lot of money to that place, and I never got paid back for it, and I've never seen $1 for Mammal's beer cheese or anything. So I was like, I'm done. I'm not trying to be petty or rude, but I just feel like it's realistic. Like, why would it be there?
That's called a business decision.
Yeah, it's like, no, I will figure out another way to get Mammal's beer cheese to the world.
What I love is online, people were like, oh, is he trying to be petty and like just cross it? No, he's poor. And they can't afford to make new menus right now. And instead of like, I don't know, I guess paper's too expensive to print out and then put back in the menus.
I don't know why they decided to do that. I guess it's because I did say something the morning of the premiere party, because I was like, because
you had said something a few days prior.
I had said something a couple days prior, and I had said something months ago about it. So they were aware that I didn't want to be associated, and I didn't want, my family being a part of that stuff. And they were aware of that. And I said it again the morning of, and I think they scrambled, and that's why they did that. Because I listen, all the business partners, I'm not trying to hate on them. Some of them are just so sweet. Like, I love Roger.
Some of them.
Yeah, like they're great people. Just things happen with me that I've talked about it already on the podcast. What happened with the bar and stuff. So yeah, that was me. If that sounds petty, I really don't care.
No, that's you being a businesswoman and standing on business, like,
and protecting my.
What ex has their ex's company on there? You know what I mean? That just.
And they also had like a drink, I think, that was named after me or something. I asked them to take that off. I just didn't want to be associated with it, especially with everything that was coming out and stuff, and what it was going to be shown that night. I just knew, like, I don't want that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I think that that's okay.
Oh, 100%. Also, I did want to go back. I forgot to bring this up when we were talking about Will's show.
Oh.
When we were at Will's show, apparently, like, every Valley or Vanderpump Rules fan was there. It was like, it was so crazy. Like, I've don't think I've ever been in somewhere where that many people like came up at one time.
Yeah, that was nice.
I just wanted to point out again that every single person that came up to Brittany was like, you inspired me to get out of this toxic relationship. Your strength gave me strength.
Yeah.
And I just wanted that pointed out right now.
That means the world to me.
What you are doing is, what you were going through is tough and terrible, but it is also inspirational, and it is making other people's lives better.
Thank you.
And like, I just want you to take that with all this negative stuff. That's also so positive and worth it.
And I've always said, like, that makes it worth it. You know, it's hard to go through this kind of stuff publicly, but at the same time, one person coming up to me saying that like means the world to me. You know what I mean?
It worth going through it publicly.
Exactly. Oh, I love you. Thanks for mentioning that. I ask everybody. Actually, hold on.
Wait,
we need to talk about something else before
Okay, I was going to say something else too. Okay, you go.
Well, we were saying that we were going to talk about Coachella because it's Coachella season right now. Coachella season. I haven't been to Coachella in a very long time because after, Cruz is 4 years old now. So his birthday is always weekend one of Coachella. So I haven't gone in such a long time. I think Stagecoach was the last thing that I had gone to. I did that Estee Lauder ad. That was before Cruz.
That was before COVID.
Yeah, it was before COVID.
That was 2019.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. But we were to talk about some of my Coachella stories. I didn't actually go to Coachella. I worked at Coachella.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. So whenever I first moved here, I was working at Hooters. I was working at Sir, but I was also working for my manager's wife's company, 200 Proof. And it's like a bunch of hot models and stuff that are like wanting to do other things or whatever. They do like catering stuff. So I got to like work the Playboy Mansion party and like dress up in lingerie. Like I got to do some really neat things for her. I got to meet Clint Eastwood, like got to work with a bunch of cool different events. But Coachella was one of the events that I got to work, and Michael B. Jordan.
I was just about to say, I was like, why are you leading with Clint Eastwood when you met Michael B. Jordan?
Oh my gosh. I had Michael B. Jordan at my VIP table that I was serving, and he is so cute.
You were like,
he was kind of flirty.
You were like, Jax who?
Yeah, and I had just moved up to here, and I was like, dang, I could have Michael. No.
You're like, maybe I got it wrong.
Not really, but still, he was so hot. So that was cool. That doing stuff like that was really neat. That was a really fun job to have.
Yeah.
Have you never went to Coachella? Right.
I have never.
Which is crazy because you just like love stuff like that, I feel like.
I do. I love parties and I love music and and that type of stuff is just my thing.
Yeah.
But what I don't love is traffic.
Yes.
Being uncomfortable, being hot.
Yes.
Or dusty. And so those are.
You would like it, actually.
I was like, those are all very big parts of Coachella.
See, I just worked that one specific party. What's it called? It's like the popular one.
It's Neon Carnival?
Neon Carnival, yes. Yeah. That's what I worked. So I had, a table. But he was cute as a button, even then.
Well, I'm like, I definitely, and I almost went this year because Missy Elliott and Lady Gaga.
Oh, yeah, that's like, awesome.
Girl, Missy and
love that.
They and Lisa was there, and like there was some big names that I was like, these are my favorite artists. I would love to see them, but yeah, I figure maybe next year if the lineup's good.
I think I'm past the Coachella part of my life, honestly, but that doesn't mean if I got a job that I wouldn't go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's my thing is like, it's a trek.
Yeah. It could take up to 6 hours to get there, which would normally take 2.5 hours to get
I would rather, if I'm getting paid, that's why I'm saying, like, exactly. I just don't like being uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And I never understand those people that are like, I waited in blah, blah, blah for however long. Nothing is worth me having to wait in a line or me having to be hot or uncomfortable like that. So unless I'm getting paid or like can do it in some luxury fashion, I probably don't want to do it.
Exactly. Hilarious. What were you going to say before I asked you the last questions?
I don't remember.
Maybe you're going to bring up Coachella too. Y'all already know mom life is nonstop. I'm always chasing Cruz around, doing errands, cooking, cleaning, and somehow still trying to look cute while doing it. Let me tell you, G Defy shoes, G as in gravity, Defy as in defy pain, have been a total lifesaver for my feet, knees, and back. These shoes are made for people who are on their feet all day long, moms, nurses, teachers, you name it. They've got this patented Vero Shock technology that absorbs shock, helps align your whole body, and reduces pain from running, walking, and standing. I felt the difference immediately, like no more aching feet after a long day. And my knees don't feel like they're 90 years old anymore. And yes, they actually look cute. Not like those clunky old orthopedic shoes. I've worn mine with leggings, jeans, even casual dress. G-Defy is perfect for moms who are tired of sacrificing comfort for style or just powering through the pain. You don't have to. You get 2 free orthotics with every pair and a 60-day trial. So there's zero pressure. But I'm telling you, you're not going to want to send them back. Head to gdefy.com. Use code REALITY to get 30% off orders over $120. Text my code REALITY to 91888 for 30% off orders over $120. Take care of your body. It's doing a lot for you, mama.
Podcasting isn't just about talking. It's about growing, engaging, and monetizing. And that's where Podcast One Pro comes in. Whether you're an independent creator or a major brand, Podcast One Pro gives you the tools you need to take your podcast to the next level. We're talking about premium hosting, advanced analytics, dynamic ad integration, and expert distribution, all designed to maximize your reach and revenue. Plus, with access to Podcast One's industry-leading network, you'll be connected to top-tier advertisers and a massive audience. It's time to go pro and turn your passion into profit. Visit podcastonePro.com to get started today. Podcast One Pro, the power behind the podcast.
Okay. As you know, you've done this podcast many times. I always ask, and you've answered this before, but maybe your answers have changed. If you could be on any other reality TV show, what would it be and why?
Oh my God. I don't think the last time I was on your podcast, I might not have been such a Traitors fan. Or did we talk about Traitors?
I can't
remember. Either way, that's the show I'd want to be
on.
I got to do, when we did like a van promotion for the Valley this season. And one of I orchestrated so that I got Danielle. I was like, I want Danielle in mine because she was on Traitors, and I was just like, she's crazy. I love it. Like, I want her to be in my van. So that was really cool. But yeah, I would definitely want to do Traitors. I don't know if I could be a traitor because I really don't lie and I hate being dishonest.
Yeah, that would be hard for me too.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
But like, I think in the game, in the way
you're doing it for a game.
You're doing it for a game. And also I think even friends understand, like, let's say you and me went in it. Mm-hmm. I think both of us would understand if one of us happened to be the traitor and we couldn't pull the other one in or it didn't make sense, we would just take them to the end and then kill them at the end if we had to. And then if they figured it out that it was us, they could kill us and we'd be okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think you have to go in with that mindset of this is a manipulation game, and like, you just protect your friends in the right way until you can't.
Exactly.
You know?
I see what you're saying.
But yeah, I would definitely say Traitors. Or if I could go back to like original Real World days, I would totally do that.
That's what we did talk about, because you actually...
I auditioned when I was 18.
Yes. You would have made it if you were 21, I swear.
I know. I made it to like the 4th or 5th round.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like I would have made it if I was a little bit older.
Yeah, because then you couldn't drink. You were only 18.
Yeah, and I was like, they were like, so what do you have to show America in one of my interviews? And I was like, are you asking me to take off my clothes? Like, I was like... I'm barely 18. I was like, I don't understand this.
That is hilarious. Okay, last question. Who is your favorite reality TV star right now?
Oh my God. So on RuPaul's Drag Race, they actually are going into tonight is the finale for this season, season 17. And Lexi Love is from Play Louisville.
Oh, yeah.
And she's the first drag queen from Louisville on it. And she has done so amazing. She's gorgeous.
Is she like towards the end?
She's in the final four,
awesome.
and the finale's tonight. So
Kentucky proud.
I was like, we're rooting for you, Lexi.
Awesome. All right. Well, Zach, I love you. Thank you for spending this Friday with me.
Oh my God. Wait, one last thing. Benji texted me and he was like, I sent a question
He did.
to Brittany. And then he was like, and then I screenshot it and sent it I texted her it. I was like, I said something like, hateful messages cannot be received from sender, blah, blah, blah. Like,
because I didn't go into all my questions, but he did say, hold on. Wait, what was his question?
I think he texted it to you.
No, he texted me your screenshot where you said recipient.
Oh, recipient is blocked.
Yeah. But I do have one from here. Here it is. So random.
I hate him.
Benji says, why does Louisville have the best tap water?
I'm going to kill him. So he is so tired of me talking about Louisville's tap water.
Good?
It is the best in the nation.
Really?
We come in first, or we're always top 10. I feel like the tap water enthusiasts or whatever have to give it to other cities sometimes to change it up. But Louisville consistently has won it multiple times.
Wow.
And also won like a Vanguard award for like overall like longest lasting best.
No idea. That's hilarious.
And we're very proud of it.
City. So like you would think it wouldn't be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But like we take pride in our water, our tap water specifically. And it's like, it's the best tasting, but it's also like the purest and like whatever.
Oh my gosh, I love the tap water on the farm because it's all from a natural well.
Yeah.
And it is so good.
It's like Louisville's water. No.
I just want to ask one more question because I did ask fans, and this one just makes me laugh. This is from Eden NV11. Are you two dating?
I am. If we get this one more time, somebody last night said, "Oh, do you guys have kids?" And I'm like, "Well, she has it separately for me." I was like, "Not together."
That is so funny.
I will never not laugh when people just think we're together. It's just like. It's just funny because I guess it's because I know I'm gay, and some people just, I guess, don't pay attention or don't listen to me talk or move or I don't know.
Or move or anything.
Or anything. Like.
That's funny, though. We love you. But I just thought I should read the question. But yes, thank you guys for writing in. I will, always read questions, and I appreciate you guys for doing that. Always write into @Brittany or @When Reality Hits Podcast. Because that is the official Instagram for the podcast now that I've rebranded. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Zach, tell them where to find you.
You can find me at Zack Wickham, ZACK, on Instagram, and the Zack Wickham on TikTok because
somebody took
some
it.
Gen Zer got to it before me, so I will blame that Gen Zer.
Oh my God, I love it. All right, thank you guys, everyone, for tuning in to When Reality Hits. I'll see you next week. I love y'all.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Are you looking for your next case? Pluto TV has all your favorite crime dramas streaming for free.
You're gonna need some backup.
Which means suspense is free.
Very cool.
Watch CSI New York, Criminal Minds, Blue Bloods, Tracker, FBI, and SWAT all for free.
You can't outrun this.
Someone is gonna pay for all this crime. But it's not gonna be you.
Take care of business, fellas.
Watch all the cases, all for free, from all your favorite devices.
We got you.
Feel the free. Pluto TV. Stream now. Pay never.